Hello everybody, it's me, Dukes13 here. I haven't been on in a while. Well, I think I'll use this as an update video. Well, not really an update video, but more of an update LP, because you see this right here? You see it? This is the legendary Penny Arcade 3. I'm gonna do 2 in 1, so don't worry, but I'm doing this as an upload since the game is really short. And you guys will love it because I'm going to do some hardcore voice acting for you guys. And I love this game. It went from 3D animation to old school like 90s RPG. So hopefully you guys like it. Penny Arcade on the Rain-Slick Precipice of Darkness, episode 3. New game. We're gonna do this on normal. When two gods wait on the windowsill, the quick of the world is burning still. But when one god in triumph shouts, the candle goes out. From the quartet of for the dusk of man, Tycho Ephemeris Spray. Pretty much in the last 2 games, you fought these gods that were from hell, dark gods. The first one was of mimes, and hang on a minute. There is the control button. Yeah, this game is naturally loud, so forgive me. Like, I'm trying to explain the story. Like, first when you fought a dark mime god, I think the god of silence. Then you fought the god of metal, I think. Not like metal as in music, but like metal as in like mechanics, like machines and whatnot. And in this game, you'll see. This game is quite funny too, so it has some serious points in it too, which is rare in a Penny Arcade game. But you'll see what I mean. The Sterling Development Detective Agency is never especially clean, but then neither is its line of work. Souvenirs of past cases line the back wall. Their stories waiting to be told. Hungry! Hungry! Not now, Gabriel. I must stare at this phone. Man, do you remember when we used to do things that were awesome? Punching things, killing gods. Man, shit used to be wild. That was last week. Really? Yes. I'm sorry. That was last week. Startlingly, the phone in the Startling Development Detective Agency begins to ring. Ah! Tycho grabs the phone and begins to talk while Gabe jumps up and down. Yes. You don't say. Time passes this way. Grave nods interspersed with knowing grins. Tycho hangs up the phone. Who was it? Any case? 10 full minutes of silence. Then why didn't you hang up? Don't want to be rude. Moreover, this was no ordinary silence. That silence was dripping with meaning, and boiling with rich undercurrents of hidden context. And a hint of, I think, coriander. Oh, I love this game. I love the series. I'm trying to read the comic a little bit, but I never get the time, to be honest. Anyway, there's some meaning and context up in this. Of this, we may be certain. We should bring a recording of it to my genius niece, Anne Claire, for analysis. You got a phone conversation of silence. You sure about this? We could just be a prank call. Absolutely certain, with every taut fiber of my being. Maybe. Very unsure of himself. We also have the Necrowomicon, aka it's pretty much like the Necronomicon, but more evil. Yeah, in this game, in the last 2, you could create your own character. In this one, you don't. You actually just play as Tycho, Gabe, and 2 other characters, which we will introduce. One of them being my second female character of all time. You'll see. I wonder what we do without Anne Claire. Suffer, I suspect, inconsolably. No, for serious, we'll be screwed on the real. Whenever we run into some shit, which you know kinda happens, it's always Anne Claire this and Anne Claire that. She basically runs your agency. We should call it the Sterling Divan Apartments. Detective Claire Agency. This is really hard. I'm now Gabriel. There have been many, many instances where my keen intellect has revealed the way forward. Kinda rare though. Yeah, you'll see what I mean. Oh yeah? Name one. Well, like the Akalin Quandary. The who? The magical puzzly box type thing? Does it count? Why not? I solved it! I just punched it until it broke open. Yes, you punched it. Under my close supervision. Yeah, you can tell Gabe is kind of funny. Actually, I should reveal the, in a hurry, no worries. Hold on, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me reveal the status screen. Gabe is going to have he's going to be the fastest in the game, as always. There's attack, magic, speed, defense, and magic defense. Tycho is kind of more on the defensive side in this. Well, not really. Tycho's more on the magic side in this game. You'll see what I mean. We got equipments. We have classes. You'll see what we'll do with those. We have items. We got story recap, and we have save and load. You'll see what those do. You'll see those other characters later on. I'll introduce the two you just saw later on. And actually, I might block those. I might edit out so that those two are. So I skip save screens until we meet those characters. So yeah. Hiya! Gabe punches the wooden gate open. Ow! Ow! Splinters! Oh, I love Gabe. He's funny. Good uncle. Ultra niece. How goes the battle? Restless. After one has slain a god, one does develop a taste for it. I know the sentiment. Don't take normal people! I fear my associate doth tire of our allocations. It's an adorable rage. Roar! Yes, like that. Just give her your dog tape. Ah, yes. To the untrained ear, it sounds like nothing. It has no sound, but to the true Eldritch enthusiast, it wallows in complexities. Are those like complexities, or they're similar? Aunt Claire accepts the recording, finding the raw tape in the mouth. But entirely custom, who's it, what's it? Moving what looks like a phone receiver made from an old bell, she places it to her ear for several long moments, then, ah, you were right to be suspicious, Uncle. This phone call was made from Pelican Bay. Indeed, but how so? Aunt Claire cranks a knob on it. Pelican Harbor, of course. The vile boardwalk nightmare that was swarming with the silent one's mimious minions fully 2 games ago. They didn't even say it was 2 games ago. That's awesome. I must have called us. But why? What if it was like a bird calling? Like an evil bird? That is way ridiculous, unlike all the incredible things I say, which are smart. I shall accompany you, Uncle, but your studies, your physical and psychological well-being, your parents made your safety my responsibility. No, they didn't say. No, they didn't. They specifically said, and I quote, "Stay away from our daughter, you good-for-nothing bray." I was paraphrasing. In any case, they're not here, and I make my own decisions. See? With clarity, child. And Claire's entrusted you with a duplicator. With this thoroughly implausible device, items you use will generate by the next fight. Alright, so in this game, items work a little bit differently. Let me show you, actually. In this game, you can't use items in battle. That's because in this game, it's really cool. I like this RPG because it's so unique. First of all, you get XP really fast. Like, you level up really fast. Second, these potion of number uses, you can find upgrades for these in chests and stuff, buy them in the store, which we will unlock soon. And overall, what this does is pretty much, you will, in a sense, you have infinite potions, kinda, because with this duplicator, you're not really using a potion. You can also increase the effects of the potion. And in this game, it kind of works as your reviver and your healer, so you'll see what they do later. And after battle, your party is fully healed, so don't worry. And you'll see what I'm talking about later. Okay, probably gonna edit this part out too. And Anne Claire in this game is actually with you. She is a genius. Now, I'm not gonna go into her since she's not a full-on party member. For now, we continue on our adventure. Press the tab key to open the menu, blah blah blah. Always want to save. to Pelican Bay. Boardwalk's seen better days. It is ramshackle for real. It looks like in danger of being reclaimed by the sea. Man, I thought this place was a shithole before. Gabriel remembers Aunt Claire. Looks around nervously. I mean, poophole! He's trying to keep his mouth clean. Gabe approaches the entrance to the park, desperate for a change in topic. He spies a sequence of strange markings and seizes the opportunity. Oh, what's this strange magical writing? Wow, it's so crazy. Maybe this is ancient language. I will attempt to translate. Excuse me. It's a little early in the morning. I'm doing an early recording. To enter Yon Park, please insert 20 blue tokens, 30 green tokens, 40 red tokens, and 2,000 rainbow tokens. One random token may be acquired from each successful one carnival game. Well, that's a reference to the first one, because you needed carnival tokens to continue in the story. But not rainbow tokens. What the man? What the heck? What? No way, son! I'm going home! I think he was trying to say no way, son. And Claire stifles a laugh. Pay no attention to my niece, Gabriel. She's having a bit of fun at your expense. The script actually says, kill every non-believer. Phew! Okay, I was worried there. Anyways, in this game, MP works in a different way. And those enemies are called fruit effers. You probably know what the effer probably stands for. Anyways, in this game, as I skipped over, as you see, we all have no MP. But watch what happens when I press the enter key to fight. Gabe just got 1 MP. And hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. As you saw, Gabe just got 1 MP. The way MP in this game works is you use it to use skills like brute and other things. Like pretty much every turn, if you don't use an MP eating magic, you will get an MP per turn, unless it's a special battle condition, which we'll get into those later. And in this game, do you see that bar up there? You always want to keep an eye on it. The wait is, well, when you're waiting for something. Command and action are where you want to keep paying attention to. Alright, so first up we're going to do brute. Gabe is, now you always want to go with first blood. Even if you're not going to go first, you always want to open up with this attack on Gabe's first turn. So here we have the FF 2020 Ti, or the Fruit FF 2020 Ti. 14 HP at 100% power. Now in this game, you want to take them down quickly because they will get stronger as the fight goes on and gets carried out. Like if I don't kill him, he'll actually grow to at least a really large amount of power. I don't think on easy they grow in power. That might be set default, like one he'll be at 110% power. That will happen sometimes. Anyways, these guys are on the prowl for a one-night fruit stand. I do love the little descriptions of each of the enemies. Okay, so take him out. And Claire, genius, strong niece, heal all in thermonuclear, heavy holy magic. Yeah, the elements do play a key role in this game. For now, I guess we can attack. Scholar. Tycho has full auto and heal. Full auto is a weak attack all. So go ahead and use it. Bam. Yeah, see, when it says super effective, that means it's a bonus damage or it's actually really effective against these guys. For now, I'm just gonna attack. We won't get into the really cool abilities till later. Yeah, see, you get all allies regain full HP. Now, even if they die, they'll still get the EXP. So don't worry. But you want to worry if they get killed. And always save after every fight. Find a duplicator upgrade. Potion quantity up. Alright. And we have the return of mimes. Dot dot dot. Let Aunt Claire and Tycho worry about these guys, I suppose. By the way, defending will get you an extra MP. Since that isn't it, and attacking will get you an extra MP too, and using items. Now in this game, in the other one, they had weaknesses to weapons, and in this game, they don't. They have weaknesses to elements or types of attacks. It's hard to explain, but you'll see what I'm talking about. And Becca's online. I forgot to turn off my notifications. Oh well. Let's not use thermonuclear. Brute. Yeah, Gabe actually does fire magic. He is your straight up fire magic dude. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Tycho is gonna be your main ice magic dude, and you're gonna get 2 other party members. I won't spoil their names or who they are. I probably edited them out during the save screens, but you'll see. For now, since Gabe doesn't have an AoE attack yet, he's just gonna attack. Scholar, full auto. You'll actually notice that they're actually doing more damage. I'm just gonna try and be careful not to save over it. Like, I haven't beaten this game, but it's a short game with a really, really strong plot twist. Anyways, you always want to explore and fight all the enemies, because trust me, the bosses in this game are unforgiving. Kinda. You'll see what I mean. Anyways, Mimes, Brute, First Blood. I'm never going to cut these out. Again, if you are new to my channel, I'm never going to cut anything out when it comes to RPGs. Because usually all the battles are different, which is cool. Now I doubt these guys will die in a couple of turns, so I might use thermonuclear. However, for Tycho, I'm just going to spam full auto. Maybe not. That might not be a good idea because these guys are actually hitting pretty good. These guys are actually hitting pretty hard. Ow, yeah, they're hitting for me for like at least over 10 digits of damage. And when you only have 100 health or so, that's a lot of HP. So go ahead and use Strong Knees. Brute. No, not actually. Da-da. Later on, there's actually an ability that kind of is a little bit overpowering in this game. I say kinda because, well, you'll see what I mean when we get to it. I'm excited for when we do get to those. We might get to those in the session, though. Now, be prepared to have Gabe. The way I play it, you'll see what. I don't want to spoil it too much. I'm just gonna shut up about that. You'll see. Oh, okay. So I learned something new. Mimes are either really resistant to magic or they are really resistant to fire. Yeah, see, you also get passive abilities and regular abilities. So see, now we're level 4. Eager and RTFM. I don't know what that stands for, but I assume it's something good. Ooh, a treasure chest lying unprotected in an alleyway. Nothing weird or dangerous about that. It's obviously a trap. Just... Yeah, I do remember it always being a fight. Yep, Axefish and an evil anchor. New enemies. Alright. Self-explanatory. And named the most nefarious anchor by Anchor Magazine. What? Okay, you always take out the evil anchor first because he does hit harder than the Axefish. And actually, if you want, you can have Claire defend the entire time. And light non-elemental magic. Yeah, this is a good spell for a Tycho. Because later on, well, I don't want to spoil anything. However, the only problem is these guys are resistant to a lot of attacks. Anchor down. I think that takes away MP. Defend. I don't know if these guys are weak to fire. Let's see. Scholar. Auto. Oh wow, they are. I'll use a potion on Tycho. Yeah. Not First Blood. Fireball. Ooh! Scholar, heal Gabe. And Genius, thermonuclear. I actually would have been a little mad if she would have died, because that would have been bad omen. And in this treasure chest you have even softer gloves. Weapon for Gabe. Description: incredible comfort for you and the foe. Okay. Alright, even softer gloves are a good upgrade, and they give him better physical D. Alright. Yeah, in this game there's only 2 slots. Main weapon and an accessory. Yeah, I'm probably gonna edit those out if I can. I'm hoping I can. I might make a backup file for this, who knows. Anyways, let's head this way. Again, fight all enemies. Blah blah blah. Well, that one has a lot of enemies, holy cow. Tycho's just gonna spam the crap out of full auto. That's probably what we're gonna do for the first part, just have Tycho spam the crap out of full auto. In this one, you actually, like, I highly recommend you fight all the enemies. For the experience, for the... just pretty much, it's kind of like a requirement in that sense. Anyways, here we have a new enemy. Well, 2 actually new enemies. The Clown and the FF2030 GT. Oh no, a clown! And apparently bigger is better. Oh god. Alright. The clown's gonna be a little bit of an issue. So again, have Gabe always open up with First Blood. Tycho, spam the crap out of full auto. Ow. Okay, they didn't grow in power this turn. They do grow in power later on in battle, so you want to be careful. Are these guys weak to Fireball? They probably not, so I'm going to do that. Strong heal. Full auto. Man. I think they were actually pretty weak to it. I wasn't paying attention. Found 50 bucks. Alright. Oh, forgot to fight you. Yes, I will sometimes find alternative routes and just kill enemies. Here we have a new enemy, the Corsair. Corsair, I think is how you pronounce it. Hauls away treasure in his huge birdie craw. And these guys are kind of meh. I'm not really gonna get into detail about certain enemies because they're all pretty much like they're all unique in their own way, but I usually kill them before the uniqueness can come out. It's kind of funny. Yes, I do save after every fight. I'm paranoid in this game. What the heck? Is that a Cthulhu mime? Tycho, why is an octopus covered with mime makeup running towards us? Indeed, Gabriel, it is a question for our age. What would convince an octopus to abandon the shackles of normalcy, don the attire of the accursed brotherhood? Surely this is a case of a shattered young invertebrate, empty within, more mollusk than mollusk. This is an octopus who failed to receive the requisite love and attention in the home. His parents have 16 arms between them, yet moist hugs are still in short supply. What? No! Oh man. A little stuffy today too. And I got work tomorrow, so who knows. No, why is it running? Good question. I don't know. Exercise? I love this game. Okay, here we have a mini boss type enemy. Sometimes you'll run into those. The Mimopus. He's not that bad, I think. Took a vow of silence as a young cephalopod. Oh god. Yeah. Kinda sucks that I got work tomorrow, but oh well! This game is really cheap on Steam. It's about $5. And if you get it before like July 2nd, I think, which I doubt people who see this video, you'll get that deal. Or if this will be uploaded to YouTube on the same day, I don't know. But in any case, you probably won't get it on it. But anyways, I got it before July 2nd, so I got 2 games: Breath of Fire, something, and Cthulhu Saves the World. I might play those later. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but at the same time, I'm like, meh. In any case, back to the killing. Wow, Gabe is really strong in all these areas. Anyways, full auto. Tentacooler. What? I can't remember how to pronounce that. Bleh. Fireball. Attack. Bam. Alright, Brute Punch and Ice Shard. There we go. So Tycho got his first ice magic. That's pretty good. Oops! Ah, good thing I had a save. Good thing I had a backup file. Oh, wow. That was bad. Anyways, here we have a new enemy, the Free Mutta. The only thing I think these guys have is a little bit of speed. Anyways, Brute Punch, it's a medium attack. Pretty much that's gonna be your harder hitting attack. As always, talk like a mime pirate day never took off because it's impossible. It is pretty much. These guys, all they have behind them is speed. So, meh. I think if you're playing on this insane, these guys are actually kind of tough. And then they're the toughest mime in the game. As weird as that sounds, mimes are kind of like the early stage. You'll see what I mean. By the way, for some reason in this game, ice attacks are really expensive MP wise. Later on, they're not gonna be, but in the beginning, they're like, why? Because not a lot of enemies are weak to ice, and a lot of enemies are really kind of like resistant to it. So it's like it's an element that's really, really like early on. It's a real nuisance because certain like you'll see. I'm gonna say that a lot. First blood, bam. That actually might one-shot a lot of enemies here. Now, if I'm gonna guess correctly, I'm gonna take a guess and say fire is not gonna do much against these guys, so I'm just gonna spam the crap out of attacks. Nice knee, scholar, full auto. And this is pretty much how the battles are gonna go. I'm sorry if it's a little slow. I kinda take my time when fighting. Certain battles may have unique. Okay, this is special battle conditions. Sometimes you'll get these randomly. It's on now. Everyone begins with 7 MP. Some of these are like unique events, pretty much. Anyways, here we have a new enemy, the Crabbish. I think these guys have a good amount of D. Anyways, Brute, first blood. Evolve to thrive in a world of filth. Nice. Scholar. And this is one of those things that makes having thermonuclear so powerful. Watch. Now this is an example of an enemy that's weak to it. Now that battle went quick because it probably just wanted you to like demonstrate those abilities. Hey, the phone booth. There, that mime must be our mysterious caller. That was hours ago. Is he still doing in a phone booth? Oh snap! Gabe opens the phone booth and the mime falls to the ground. There was no thud. Wait, he doesn't even make sound? How? Oh, never mind. And if I get comments saying it's because he's a mime, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, silent in death as he was in life. There may still be a clue to be found here. Help me part this helpless body. Look away, precious niece, oh niece of the year. Let your Uncle Tycho manage the corpse looting portion. Pray we uncover a clue with ease, so we need not conduct a more comprehensive search. I know what port you were talking about, and I call not it. Gabe and Tycho manhandled the dearly deceased for a while. And I mean a while. As in, too long. Aha! Tycho fans out a bundle of photographs. First picture, mime setting a party and looking all friendly. Second picture, a rift between worlds opens up briefly in the sky and starts zapping the mime's animals. Third picture, zap creatures morph into monsters and murderous killers. Fourth picture, small pins drop from the portal as it closes. 4 below, how very strange. This has all the markings of a zero-threshold tempomorphic crisis. And I'm surprised I didn't get tongue-tied there. I might have gotten... Bleh! Sorry. Hopefully the audio is not too loud, and hopefully you guys are getting audio and good video. Gabriel has seen this peculiar gleam before, and he knows what is coming next. With the terror of a frightened hare, he claps his hands over his ears quickly, closes his eyes, and begs for death. Items from the past have become folded into the vibrating now, like two decks of cards shuffled together, and the resulting displacement of matter created a powerful beam of energy that transformed the surrounding beings into monstrosities we were fighting. Now, there are many possible explanations as to why this temporal displacement may have occurred. Chronomancy gone awry, perhaps? Not real. A spear of deja vu so extreme it pierces the skull. A watchmaker who stumbles on the odd bit of dark magic while replacing a stubborn second hand. Okay. A carton of milk left too near the table edge. Not connected to the other stuff, really, but I hate it when people do that. La 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 la! Mechanice. We must proceed to the very spot indicated with these photographs. The fate of the very world, yea, the very gullish of existence may hang in the balance. Keep that in mind when we get to near the end of the game. You make declarations of this sort. In my defense, says the sign of Rye loading a shotgun, it's almost always true. Always remember what Tycho just said right here. Right there. Anyways. Penny Arcade 1, these guys were annoying, but now, they got nerfed! The Barbershop Quartet characters, Larry and Harry. The soul of the band, really, and often confused with Tom or Dick. It's been a problem. That's probably a reference to something. I don't know what, though. Anyways, let's go ahead and take down Harry. And have Tycho and... take them down. Take down Larry. Excuse me? I love when she just goes nuts with the wrench. Bam. Genius is now level 8. Gary and Jerry. Once his name legally changed to Mortimer, and seriously considering a solo career. Nice. First blood, bam. Anyway, let's try fireball on this guy. Nope, that didn't kill him. Well, this probably will. Yep. Quartet enemies are 30% more powerful. Yeah, see, sometimes they're not always good. Sometimes they can be really bad for you. Like this one, for instance. Okay, first blood. Let's see. Attack. Full auto. Bam. Ow. Ow. Oh, jeez. Probably gonna rely on thermonuclear for this fight. Fireball. Ow, he hit me with the hat. Nice sneeze. Full auto. Ooh! Here we go. Attack. 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 He's probably going down soon. Yep. I just realized, I think I forgot to equip. Wait, did I equip those? Yeah, I did. You find a magic ring. Alright, you want to give this accessory to... Believe it or not, you want to give it to Gabe. I know that sounds weird, but he has the lowest magic. And he actually... I did it again! I know it doesn't matter, but still. Remember the time when we killed the Mime God? You speak of Yogg Sithis, the Silent One. Yes, I do remember that. It kinda sticks out. Although we didn't so much kill it as we did sever its connections to the mortal realm. That mime head heating over here isn't as big as the mime god was, is it? Tycho sizes him up. He's large, but not god large. Gabriel becomes sad. Optimus Mime! This guy, I remember I tried playing this game on hard. This guy gave me a lot of trouble. Alright, Brute, First Blood, Optimus Mime, the apex of mime evolution. So auto. I guess I would defend. Dragon Punch! I love that derp smile when he gets hit. Now for this one, I'm actually, what I always do for this fight, well, what I've done, I've only played through this game once, so, yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Anne defend, and have these two do all the attacking. Dragon Punch. And actually, I'm gonna throw a potion Tycho's way. Because he's getting pretty banged up. Okay, Brute Punch the Optimus Mime. Bam. For auto. By the way, if you notice their attacks do go up harder, that means they are getting stronger. Alright, genius, thermonuclear. Oh, this is gonna be a little bit of overkill. Oh, never mind. Time for a potion. Then, when an enemy takes an unusual long amount of time to perform an attack... Oh, basically it's just telling you how to use the defend command. And most awesome random enemy in the world! Dude on a walrus! Why is it a fat guy, is my question? An ice cream cone. At first I thought it was like a cane, but no, it's an ice cream cone. Oh man. 245 HP. You gotta wonder what's going on with these two. Oh, it's bootleg. I love it. Yes, I just did say bootleg, sue me. Not really, I'm poor. Don't sue me. Alright, fireball. Oh wow, fire is good against this guy. I might keep that in mind. For auto. Root. Fireball. Bam. So apparently those guys are really weak to magic. Apparently. This guy's gonna go down soon. And I've actually got an idea to make sure that doesn't happen again. There we go. Tycho? Tycho? Yes? How long have you had that recorded thingy on... I forgot to read the rest of the text. Yes, I parsed each conversation fully, straining each one for vital clues. Every conversation? Yes, Gabriel, all of them. Even that one where all the conversations. The hamster was an important part of a workout regime, to be sure. And sometimes you need that much mayo. Uh-huh. Like, if your sandwich is really big. Okay. Gabriel isn't silent for a month, and then... I like sandwiches. Apparently. Okay. The heck? A mime pirate ship? How's that any different from a regular pirate ship? There's a stripy mainsail. Plus, that tiny cap on the bow. When we saw them last, they'd have been able to manifest a vessel like this, fashioned purely of invisible force. How art the mighty fallen? Their 15 minutes is almost up, cosmologically speaking. Stay alert. That's bound to make them desperate. A crabomancer! Or, in the original French, le crabomancheur! Even with my incredibly superstitious nature and deep interest in the occult, I'd assumed that they were just a myth. Looks like it wants to mythically kick us in the... Gabriel again remembers that Anne Claire is a real person who has continued to be physically present. I mean, kick our wing-wongs, milady. Gabriel curtsies. Tycho purses his lip and continues. The crabomancers of old were said to have nearly impenetrable shells, owing to their diet of immortal everfish. Being of utterly sound mind, and devoted entirely to rational, there is no room for magical crustaceans in my taxonomy. That said, Uncle, if you wanted to rock some sorcery, this might be an optimal scenario. Alright, first boss of the game, the Crabomancer. He's tough. As always, open up with First Blood. Wields the potent staff of Deli Baba. Reference to something. I don't know what. Please comment if you notice it's a reference to something. Anyways, this guy has a lot of defense, so keep that in mind. He has a lot of defense. Like, seriously. Alright. This fight, you just want to have him attack. Have Anne Claire on a good heal duty for a while. Magic Shell. Alright, that means he's going to be resistant to a lot of stuff. So, just have Anne Claire attack, I guess. Fireball. Magic is still very effective against this guy. So, physical attacks, not so much, but magic attacks, yeah. Oh snap! Oh snap. Yeah, just spam the crap out of magic attack. Now you see why I gave Gabe the magic ring. This would be a little bit slower if I didn't give him that ring. Now, I don't know if this will do more damage. Nope, non-elemental magic is, well, non-elemental magic. It will pretty much be a harder physical attack that will be able to do magic damage. So, all in all, it's kind of useless against these kind of boss fights. Well, it'll soften them up a little bit, but anyways. Attack. Oh, snap. Fireball. Attack. Potion. Now, I highly recommend I highly don't recommend you doing what I just did and use a potion. Those are pretty much your revives, and since you don't have a character that can do full-on heals or revives with you yet, that's kind of like your only way out. Anyways, continue on with the Fireball Barrage. Ow. And bosses do count for that, they grow stronger with the longer you fight them, so you don't want to have a long, dragged-out boss battle. You want to try and, like, hit them with everything you got, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. Scholar, Ice Shards, Brute, Fireball. This'll probably kill him. Oh, snap. Yeah. Thermonuclear is like one of the most powerful attacks you got with you so far. Level up. Brute's now level 8. Scholar's now level 8. Nice. Here they are, the ancient doodads. Anne Claire shoots him a look. It's Latin. The mimes held them from the point of intemporality into the ship for safekeeping. I wonder if they had any ideas what they were hoarding in here. These are clothespins! Oh, I always wanted one of those. But no, the other kids said I wasn't cool enough. But it is they who are not the cool ones. Not that kind of clothespin, Gabriel. Classes in a type of person. They were crafted by the Dowager Praxis, a kind of seamstress coven. They used to transform their enemies into tasteful accessories. That was their thing. The victim's knowledge and skills were wholly intact, though. Just pinning onto your clothing can alter you, perhaps alter your every form, rendering you wholly new powers. The best part, these pins almost never override your own consciousness. Almost never? How never are we talking here? It's rare. You have the ability to add a second class to your characters. The Tube Samurai pin, with the power to adjust to any situation with a variety of useful stances and attacks. That's a reference to the comics. Gabe's alter ego, the cardboard Tube Samurai. The Crabomancer pin, with the power to withstand any attack. The Hobo pin, with the power of street brawling and infecting hoboism, lose HP every turn. The Gentleman pin, with the power to fight evil through timely heals and cane smacks. The Corduaner, with the power of shoes. The Slacker pin, with the power to, hang out and stuff. The Element Store pin, with the power of the elements. Now, honestly, don't give a pin. Now, the way these work is, it'll probably explain it to you as well, but you can't have two of the same class, so don't even try. It'll just take the pin off the other character. Trust me, it doesn't work. Now, with Gabe, the way I play with him is, obviously, I'm going to do the, way the comic kind of thing, so he's going to be a tube samurai. Taiko, the way I play with him is he's gonna play as... Don't ever pick Slacker, it's not that good of a class in my opinion. It's weird, I don't like it. It's like, it's more of the... I don't know, he doesn't do much, is what I'm saying. All he gets is like stat buffs, that's it. It's mostly stat buffs. And it revolves around items, and I really don't like using items that much. I rarely use them. I only use like potions and a couple of other items, but that's about it. Anyways, with him, I'm gonna make him a gentleman. Now, he does normally get heals, but I like having him. You'll see. So I'm gonna make him a gentleman. Now, for the next location we're going to, this is just going to basically explain the classes and whatnot. Yeah, pretty much she's leaving the party for the rest of the game, I believe. Anyways, now we need to return to the office. Upon returning to the ramshackle sanctum, the scholar and the brute began a long and arduous study of the events that had recently transpired. It may be more appropriate to suggest that Taiko began a long and arduous study of the events that had recently transpired. Gabriel was thinking about getting a dog, or maybe a cat. Briefly, the logistics of giraffe ownership are considered. Several days passed and this way. And then one day, while Gabe and Taiko were trying out a new water slide park, something happened. Dr. Blood, in the last game, he's actually, I forget his name, it's like Witch Warlock or something like that. Pretty much the Necrowomicon will eat him up, kinda, but you'll see what I mean. It's hard. Look up Lordlmao on YouTube, he kinda explains it a lot better than I do. He's a bigger fan of it, and I try to read it, but my internet's bleh. Anyways, I have heard you, beast. Show yourself. Here I am. Take me out, seize me, and we will claim your history. I will assemble your accursed collection, Diabolus, and you will hide that name in your spine. Secret beneath the bind, it can speak it never. Dr. Blood picks up the Necrowomicon. Hestia. Gabe and Tiger return. When it comes to wetness, I mean like being wet, water is king! True, Gabriel. Wait, where's the Necrowomicon? Jim! You had one job. Bad Jim! We leave you in charge for just a few minutes and half the office is gone. Actually, I think it's just the Necrowomicon. I know I said that after the incident with your skin and your body or whatever, we'd always have a position for you, a position on the shelf at the very least. But I don't know how else to say this. The experiment is over. You are uniquely unqualified to act as the head of security. Jim hiccups. It's not clear what emotion this represents. Yes, they are talking to a head in a jar. Jim is just Jim. He's a skull in a jar that accidentally got his body and skin removed, and Game and Tiger have somehow been able to keep him alive. Plus your jar is dumb. Gabriel. Whatever. The jar sucks, it's dumb, and I hate it. If Jim has a position on Gabriel's position, Visa's jar, he keeps it to himself. So it's back to field work for you. Somehow, just do your best. Jim and his jar have joined your party. Yes. Yes, Jim is that third party member. I love Jim. You'll see what he can do. It's so, like, it's so cool, I'm not gonna lie. Startlingly, the phone in the Startling Development Detective Agency begins to ring. Twice in 1 month? Tycho grabs the phone and begins to talk, while Gabe makes funny faces at the immobile jar. Yes? Uh-huh. You don't say. Blah, 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 blah. I hate every part of what you just said. He refused to discuss the particulars over the phone, suggesting he had a matter of grave importance to discuss with us. The timing is odd, to say the least. To the museum! Oh yeah, he was talking about, hit something Hark. Euripides Hark, that's it. He kind of like runs the museum, I think. The Museum of Contemporary and Ancient Works has now been unlocked in your map. Alright, now we get the three main stores: equipment, weapon, and items. Now, actually, you don't want to go to your items just yet. You want to go to weapons first. Sell the soft gloves. And we have 500 bucks. We could buy a pitcher. Alright. Sell the jar. And for Tycho, I guess we'll give him frontwards. Don't bother with items just yet. Equipment, don't bother with just yet. Alright, into the museum we go. Now, I'm going to show you something funny. He actually has some pretty good stats all around. He is your, like... Tycho's kind of like your balanced out character. Gabe is your fastest and your hardest hitting. He's kind of like, well, they're both balanced out. Just Tycho's more magic oriented. Jim is gonna be your straight up mage. Not really your straight up mage, but he's gonna be like, you'll see. The way I play with him, he's a necromancer. And I make him a hobo. Because actually hoboism in this game, hobo is actually not that bad of a class. At first I was like, it's going to be terrible. But actually no, it's not that bad. It's just slow to start, kind of, I think. Anyways. Here we go. First fight. Hey, where did you get that costume, cool person? I want your costume. That's no costume, Gabriel. What we see before us is an actual hominoid. It's the warping weave of the Necrowombacon. It's wrestled these wax men from their inanimate slumber. Take care. Those spears are real enough. Here we have our new enemy, and our first battle with Jim, the Jar. That's so weird. He is the best party member. You cannot deny that. He is a jar. Anyways, two samurai. First thing you have is attack stance. It's pretty much basically a big strength up. So don't use it yet. As always, open up with first blood. Omnivore, bronze enthusiast. Alright, scholar, full auto. Now, he's not that much of a good physical attacker, but when it comes to necromancer, he's pretty good. He's your earth magic and dark magic kind of dude. And he has revive, which actually can heal you too. Just keep that in mind. And I think a lot of these things in here are weak to earth. Let's find out. Now. Bam. Oh. Nope, it does a lot of damage. Go ahead and heal up Tycho. Wow, fireworks too. In a sense, Tycho's gonna be like kind of my white mage at the party. Necromancer is now level 9. Tube Samurai is now level 5. Strength plus 20. Carbomancer is now level 4 and learns Magic Shell. Hobo is now level 5. Strength plus 25. Gentleman is now level 5. Magic Resist plus 30. And he learned Revive. Cordwainer is now level 4 and learns Speed plus 25. By the way, Cordwainer, however you pronounce that, is pretty much going to be your speed class, like your fastest class. And Element Store is pretty much your full-on offensive mage. Gentleman is the defensive mage. But yeah, as you see, they still get EXP, but they don't get it in a bigger bundle. Anyways, here we have a new enemy, the Cave Person. Respects your unique beingness. Wait, what did it say? Respect your own unique beingness. That's funny. First blood. Scholar. Full auto. Berry. Ow. Actually, we get our full party in this one level, or in this one area, which is cool. Bam. And now we get his first offensive Tube Samurai ability, Director's Cut. And everything else leveled up. Gentleman learned Magic plus 20, Northwind. Oop, there she is! Anyways, before we meet her, we gotta fight another battle after this one, and you'll see. Anyways, here we have an enemy, the Pterodact. Pterodact, however you pronounce that. Pterodact, I think. Anyways, as always, first blood. Tiny claws, no good, no helpful. Claws too small. I think Barry does a lot of damage on these guys. I don't know. Flying enemies, they're kind of obvious what their weakness is. Like, certain enemies, it'll be obvious what their weakness is. I'll try and remember what best I can. No, never mind. Yeah, there are flying enemies that are weak to fire or earth, but some of them are actually weak to wind for some reason. I don't know how that makes sense. But whatever. Just whatever. Bam. All enemies defeated. And Tube Samurai learns speed plus 20. And Hobo learns Tussle, which is, I think it's just a, I think it's just, I don't know. Gentleman Charming. I think, I don't know what that does. I forget what that does. Whatever. Sometimes I'll check and see what they'll do. Fighting duplicate. Now we get Molotovs. Pro. I'm very paranoid about that. Yeah, you can't skip battles. Sometimes you gotta fight them all if they're in your way. Anyways, first blood. Full auto. And then Barry. This part made me, now after this fight, this part made me go, Yaw! Oops. First blood is just basically a harder hitting attack. I prefer to use it, like, let's see. Well, I'm not gonna save you, just watch. You! Interesting fact, Gabriel. Her hair is the precious shade of hellfire. I am in a position to know. You know her? Yes, in very sense. Gabe doesn't get it. Indeed, Mr. Bray. Where are your manners? Aren't you going to introduce me to your associate? Gabriel, this is Moira Zozan. She was, that is to say, when we were quite young, i.e., we were married. I know. Try and imagine it. I think this is actually a reference to the comics. I'm not sure. But Moira is, like, my second favorite, because of just her attitude. Normally I don't like girls' attitude, but she's got that, like, smart attitude. Like, you'll see. I just like her. I just like her as a character. And plus, she's really powerful. You'll see what I mean. What? You never told me you were married. There's a lot to discuss in a given day, Gabriel. I try to confine our discourse to the crucial points. How's Aunt Claire? Good. I hope, despite your best efforts. That one gets through. His face hardens. What brings you here, Moira? Still workshopping your gumshoe act? Oh, yeah. I kind of read up. Moira is kind of like that. Unlike Tycho, who's more of like a supernatural detective, she's pretty much like that hardcore LA noir detective. Yeah, I know. Regular old human mysteries. Not enough divination for your eclectic tastes. Do you deny the existence of savage, otherworldly forces? Not at all. I've seen things. You know that. I mean, you showed me. The difference is that I don't go poking them with a stick. It's a vital distinction. Ooh, burn! She burned you, just saying. I'll satisfy your curiosity, Mr. Gray. My client is an unbeatable combination of wealthy and strange. strange enough to want things that are hard to find, and wealthy enough to pay the search indefinitely. He's after a set of paintings, a surreal study of the body, one of which was hanging here until it was stolen tonight. That is so crazy! Someone just stole the Wampakan? Really? She shoots Tycho a glance. Hush your mouth, Gabriel! So you are involved in this whole mess. I should have known. I don't see any reason to reinvent the wheel here, boys. We're all here, and ultimately, we want the same thing. I'm in. Moira has joined your party. No, you're not. Moira leaves your party. I tell you to go to hell, but you're into that. It'll be fun. Come on, I'll even cut you in. Let's solve crimes and get offensively rich. Moira has joined your party for reals. Oh, Moira is probably kind of OP when it comes to RPG characters. She is the most balanced out. Not only that, she is an awesome, like, let me just say this. I make her an Elementor. She is an awesome mage. I am not gonna lie. She learns stuff so quickly. And she actually does have that OP kind of move I was talking about. This is our full party, by the way. I'm not gonna lie. Moira is powerful. Like, crazy powerful. Now this, it was just giving you an introduction of what she was just going to do. Hammer time! I just forgot what that meant. Anyways, as always, open up with First Blood, and we have a new enemy, the Anuboid. It's not just a mask, his head is really like that. I think all those guys they got decent stats. Anyways, Gumshoe. She has Interrogate. Costs no MP and interrupts. What that means is, well, watch. You see how he is, this is where you want to keep an eye on, like, turn order. So let's see. That's not gonna matter, so use it on the first hominoid. You'll see what it does and why it's sort of OP, especially in boss fights. It's really helpful. Okay, Scholar for auto. Super effective. Now the reason I said it was not gonna work is because well, I'll just tell you right now. It pushes them back. It pushes their turn back. It interrupts them, actually. Like that one, you see his turn went before hers. But now look, that hominoid's going to have to wait a lot longer time. The closer they are to doing their action, the heavier the effect is going to be. Now obviously I'm not going to be able to do it again, but I can. You do it on a Anuboid. You can just spam the crap out of that, but that's just going to... Eventually, it's not going to work. Because all of our attacks are going to be so cheap. You'll see what I mean. Anyways, Fireball on the hominoid. Yeah, look at this. All of our attacks are either going to cost 1 to 2 MP. I'm not going to lie. Most of her abilities, when she's an Elementor, are going to be straight up from 0 to 2. You'll see. You'll see how powerful she is. She's kind of broken in a sense. Anyways, she also the Elementor also does physical attacks, which is basically like you'll see. Fire Slash. She uses pistols, by the way, which is actually was supposedly going to be Tycho's next weapon, but in this game he uses both shotguns and Tommy guns, or machine guns, I should say. Bam. And we have gained full HP. And Gumshoe is now level 10. Gumshoe is pretty much like it's pretty much she is gonna either it all revolves around slowing down the enemy. She's also gonna be your wind element expert. Quarterware learns Bootstrap, and Elementor learns Ice Slash. Anyways, after I pick up this treasure, I'm gonna save and call it a session. Oh, worst accessory in the game. Bullseye. Pretty much what it does is it raises your taunt up so much that that's all they do. They target you. So don't ever equip that, especially at this point in the game. It's just a useless item for now. Anyways, I'm gonna save and actually create a backup save file. There we go. And, well, that's it for this session. for this part. So I am AceDukes13, and I will see you next time. Take care, and good night.